organized behind the scenes with the Bilderbergers, the Trilateral Commission, the Council on Foreign Relations, the Masons. You can keep going down the list, and the Illuminati, One World Government, New World Order, Skull and Bones. Thanks for your calls during this first hour when we open the phones and let anybody talk about all these different issues. We are going to switch the topic to conspiracy. And on your screen is Professor Michael Barkin. He's in Syracuse. And I want to start by first saying good morning, but asking Professor Barkin what his favorite conspiracy is.
Well, the favorite conspiracy that I would have as a scholar of conspiracies is simply the one that tries to explain the most.
What's the cover of your book has the big eye on it. What's that mean?
Well, that, of course, is the reverse side of the Great Seal of the United States, and the image is taken off of the back of the $1 bill. If you look at a lot of the conspiracy theories that are out there, they tend to regard that so-called all-seeing eye at the top of the pyramid as a symbol of the Illuminati,
Okay, let's go back over just a few of the things that Lamb said. He comes on and he says, Mr. Jones makes his living at this. Well, what do you make your living at, Mr. Brian Lamb? I mean, I love that. Peter Jennings gets $7.5 million a year reading off a teleprompter, and that's okay. And Cheney makes billions off his control of Halliburton while he's vice president with no bids allowed, but that's okay. But I'm bad because I'm a muckraker and I expose corruption. I love that argument. I'm the only guy I know who makes documentary films and tells people to make copies of them, who says it's not copyrighted. I mean, these people are sick. Then he goes, oh, Alex Jones says impending stage capture of bin Laden. Yeah, a White House official told me that over 2 years ago. I wrote a news story about it 2 years ago. It's on prisonplanet.com. And now Madeleine Albright in December of 2003 says that everybody knows in Washington they've already got bin Laden. They're going to roll him out. Then Senator Grassley says it. Top generals say it in newspapers. This is all in the last few months in 2003 into 2004. They may now not have the stage capture because we've exposed it. Then there's the questions of how do they have the stage capture? He died of natural kidney failure, according to my White House source. Could be disinfo. I said that 2 years ago. And they're going to roll him out, his dead body on ice, say they killed him in Tora Bora. And then magically we start hearing they're right on his tail in Tora Bora. They're going to catch him for the election. I'm just going off the facts here. Just like I told you about the drills at NORAD. Just like I told you there was video at Oklahoma City of McVeigh with all these Arabs that work for the FBI and the BATF down the street in their bomb gear. And here it is in the Associated Press today. Oklahoma City bomb document cites video of multiple suspects. And they declare national security on the video. I've been saying that. That's in my first video I made in '97. I'm the conspiracy theorist. Let's go back to these establishment pomps trying to do damage control.
Eye at the top of the pyramid as a symbol of the Illuminati, the secret society who allegedly are masterminding the New World Order takeover.
Well, let me start by asking you also what a conspiracy is.
I would regard a conspiracy belief as the belief that there is some organization operating covertly to reach evil or malevolent ends.
Overnight, I was telling the audience earlier, I was listening to this radio program that has millions of listeners overnight called Coast to Coast AM. George Norrie is the host. It used to be hosted by Art Bell. And they talk about UFOs. Overnight they had a gentleman on by the name of Alex Jones who has a talk show in Texas, I think, and it's heard in communities around the United States. And he was talking about the Bohemian Grove Club as if that's where it all happens. That's where all the decisions are made. There are thousands of people go there, and there's some kind of a ceremony surrounding an owl and all that. Have you followed?
Okay. Let me move quick here. Don't have a lot of time. Number one, the biggest conspiracy is to say that there are groups that want total control and to dominate. Everybody wants to rule the world, as the song goes. The whole world, history, is empires and dictators and emperors trying to have world dominion. The wildest conspiracy theory is that there's a New World Order group that wants a world government. The CFR's own publication, Foreign Affairs, bi-monthly, every issue says they want a new world order, a world government. Undersecretary of State Strobe Talbot, we're going to get rid of national sovereignty. It wasn't a good idea. All these quotes, all these comments, there's literally thousands of them. Multiple presidents calling for new world orders. Prime ministers calling for new world orders. And the ultimate conspiracy is to say that there's a group that wants a new world order. The UN, the World Federalist Society, the CFR, the Trilateral Commission, all these groups call for a new world order, and then he gets into, space aliens. I don't talk about that, folks. Some people do. I talk about stuff I can prove. So they try to mix that together, the provable with the unproven. And then he goes to the professor and goes, what about Bohemian Grove? And the professor goes, oh, there was a crazy guy, went in there with a gun and was going to do all this stuff because he heard it on Alex Jones's show. Richard McCaslin, I believe, is a government operative. From the evidence, I can't prove that. Some Marine who worked at Six Flags as a stuntman tries to come to Texas and tries to meet with me. I refuse. He'd show up down here at the studio. I say, everybody, that's a Fed if I've ever seen one. And I don't just say that about people. Then all of a sudden, he goes into the Bohemian Grove in the middle of winter. When he told the police and the local paper, he knew no one was there. The globalists are there in the summer. He goes in dressed up in a Captain America outfit with a skull mask over it, yelling Alex Jones, waving a crossbow and an unloaded rifle. And the police come and get him, and he goes into custody saying, Alex Jones, Alex Jones, Alex Jones. And thank God I never was involved with this guy or would talk to him, because it was a sting op from the beginning. But if people are doing crazy stuff in the woods, it's going to attract crazies. Let's say McCaslin's really just a crazy. It's going to attract crazies. It's not my fault if I report on the news what somebody's doing and nuts are attracted to it. Nuts are attracted to other nuts if he's just a nut, but it doesn't fit that. So go back to it, please.
Yes, I have, even though the show is on past my bedtime. But Alex Jones has been talking about this for quite a while. The Bohemian Grove, of course, is a privately owned redwood grove up in Sonoma County, north of San Francisco, where every summer there is a get-together of the wealthy and well-placed, all male, who get together for general cavorting, socializing, lectures, symposia, and so on, in an atmosphere that is completely removed from public scrutiny. Alex Jones and some others have suggested for a long time that there are all sorts of nefarious rituals that go on. And as a matter of fact, a couple of years ago,